Alright guys, hey, I just wanted to show one of my other accounts. This was not even mine, it was somebody else's that stopped playing the game a long time ago, and the purpose of this is to show you some things. Okay? This clearly um, is a reset account. Okay? Now, first thing you notice is I've just got these 4 sticks. I don't like sticks at all. I will never like sticks. I'm going to take my... Oh, cancel, go back. Okay. But you'll notice I got 9,000 or 931,000 concrete. That's not a lot. 483 steel. These are not a lot of numbers. Okay. Fuel, 53,000. That's not going to last anything. Okay. So what I've done is I've got all my factories, I've got all my power plants, I've got all my military that I can have on this base. Why? So I can go ahead and build stuff. Now, can I hit this? I can. Okay, this is the I button. It's the immediate resources. Now, if you did not buy gold in the last 2 weeks, then when you hit that, you'll get 30 million concrete, 30 million steel, and 30 million aluminum. If you bought gold within the last 2 weeks, when you hit that, you'll get 90 million. Watch. As you can see, now I've got 90 million concrete, 90 million steel, 90 million. What I'm going to do, I'm going to build some flax. Okay. What else do I got here? Well, I got this here jammer, so that way I can't be seen. All right. But as you can see, there's really nothing I can do on this map. I'm kind of in an alliance that I really don't want to. So let me go ahead and leave this alliance. I just something. Are they on the latest map? Let's go all the way to the latest map. 1682. Okay, the latest seems to be pretty populated, but it doesn't seem to be populated at all by our current ally, or at least the current ally I'm in. 1681. That looks a lot like a Macaw map. All right. Who's in this alliance? So let's find out. You click this here. You click ally. Now you get to see who's in the alliance. Well, the #1 guy has 65 bases. Kaka. I think I know some of these guys. Alec 1. That guy's a traitor. He changes allies all the time. Anything else? Dimitri. Okay, I'm not seeing anybody else that I really know. Anyways, a lot of newbies. Okay, so let's go back and see what's... Oh, by the way, since I don't want to be in an alliance, I can leave this alliance. But I leave it alone for right now. Okay, now, but what do I want to do? Well, I want to change maps. So, well, wait, let me see something. 16... well, I guess they're not on any of the maps that matter to me. 1669. No. How about 1652? I think that was one. No. 1623. I believe that I have an account that has bases on that map, and they are a non-factor there. 1635, 1638. Looks like a lot of maps that there are non-factors on. 1647, 1652. All right, 1550. Anything? Not really. All right, let's go ahead and go back to that I'm on. All maps, my map. All map, my maps. 282. Not that I'm going to do anything on 282, but I'm going to go ahead and click here. I'm going to click here to leave the alliance. Yes. All right. Now, all right, so I've got one base, and I've got it making some defensive turrets. I'm going to go ahead and strengthen that. All right. But I'm going to go ahead and leave it alone because there's nothing really. I want to wait till a brand new map comes up, and then I can give you a lesson on a brand new map. But the point is to this is that, hey, look, you know what? Whenever you join an alliance, when you join a new, when you build your home base, make sure to build it up, and make sure to hit that I button if you can. You'll have to. It costs gold to do so, but you can see I got 90 million resources right there. What I should do, in fact, what I will do right now, is I'm going to have it make fuel for me. So it's going to make fuel for now 16 hours there. What I did was I had it make it for 15 first, and then I went back and had it make it good for 1, so that's 16 total. All right. You can only if that hour is longer than that hour cannot be longer than 15. 1559. That number at the front can't be any bigger than 15. It can't be 16. It's still 15, even though it says 1559. So that being the case, it's going to make some fuel. By the time it's done, I should have about 65 million fuel or so, maybe 67. I don't. We'll find out later. But the lesson to take from this is that's how you build up your map, your home base. You want to maximize all the concrete, all the steel, all the aluminum, all the oil that you can, and then maximize the power plants and military central. Once those are done, then your home base is ready to help you produce stuff. See, at 90 million, I could start building stuff. I can go ahead and start saying, hey, let me go ahead and, I'm not on a new map, but I can go ahead and say, hey, let me build up some of these Lancia, and let me build a couple of these here conquest trucks. Always try to build 2 when you start off, because you never know if the enemy tries to shoot one down. You want to have a backup. That way you're not driving really far for nothing. Make sure to take some protection for your Lancia. Like maybe take some mauls, demolisers, or multi-airs. Take some Beretta to throw at the base so that these have something to shoot at. This is also good for anti-air as well, but at the beginning you typically don't experience too much air. You just want the ability to shoot on the enemy, whenever they're coming up. I would, maybe have a couple of these here cruisers. You can't build too much at the beginning, but I would say going after your first base, build like 15 of these Lancia. Build yourself 10 Beretta, and build yourself 5 of these malls and 2 of the conquest truck, and just go after a couple of bases. But the bases that you want to start at are going to be a train base and or a helicopter base on a brand new map. And you want those hard because of the fact that, and you want them to be newbie bases, because when you take them, make sure to immediately put armor on the base, upgrade it, and then just make as many flak as you possibly can. Okay, so that's why it's important. I would say on a train base, make 30 flak immediately. Don't bother making any troops from it. Don't bother making any trains. Just make your 30 flak. You want to get your 30 flak, because this is the most important thing to help you defend your train base when you're sleeping. All right? So do that to that on a this is a train base that's also a helicopter base. So this, I would put 30 flak. If I was just on some random helicopter base like over here, I would go ahead and make at least 20 flak, 20 defensive turrets. That way, you know that when you go to sleep, you don't have to worry about waking up in the morning and not being there. All right? So do the first 3 things I said, which is build your factories, build your defensive turrets on your home base, and then start making fuel. Okay? That's the first thing you want to do when you get to a map. I would say, if you're on a brand new map that has opened up, I would say the first thing to do is just strengthen your defensive flak with the armor, and then quickly make the 15 of these, 10 of these, 5 of these, 2 of these, and go after your bases, and then come back to the home base here and just make more defensive turrets, so that way they're strong enough to last while you are offline. All right? So that's all you got to do. Oh, also, whenever you are doing this, go into your setup mode and make sure that you have this radial checked. The home base should leave the game when you are inactive on the map for more than 15 minutes, and that you're not producing resource acceleration. So in other words, right now I have resource acceleration running on this home base for fuel. If I were to log off, well, in 15 minutes it would log off too and wouldn't make any more fuel. Well, that wasted all that time that I wasn't playing. But if I check that button, which is right here, here, then it will keep on running. It won't log me off until it's done making the fuel. That's another reason why you want to have those defensive turrets put in there, so nobody can come by and attack your home base and try to kick you off the map. All right. So that's your lesson for today. I hope it helped.